Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo free A-Spec. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 18, and in today's episode we're going to be continuing on the races in the Beginners League. This time we are going to be taking a look at the race for NA Sports Models, is what it's called, or the Naturally Aspirated Challenge, as I'm just going to call it, because that's easier. Anyways, for that, of course, we need a naturally aspirated car, and I've decided to go for something that I wouldn't normally go for today. I'm actually going to be going for the Peugeot 206, because it's an interesting car in this game, I guess. Kind of surprising that this was even in the game, to be honest with you. But, you know, it's here, so we shall go ahead and get it. I was going to use the Alpha 156, but I think I'm going to save that for something else later on. Anyways, as far as upgrades on this car goes, we don't really want to do anything to it because, as I found out, the Naturally Aspirated Cup doesn't have anything particularly exciting running in it, or at least from what I can see, so we're just going to take the car as is, which you can see it there. Also, actually, I should explain this quickly. For anyone who didn't watch the time trial episode, yeah, this is, I kind of forgot to save the game after I did the time trials first time round, so I went round and did them again. This is the prize car you get from it. We'll probably use that for something later on, but yeah, in case you're wondering why that was there, that is the reason it's there. Anyways, let's head over and jump into the first race, which is going to be taking us to the Apricot Hill Raceway. Followed by that, we got the Grand Valley Speedway, and we end off again at the Apricot Hill Raceway, this time going in reverse. So, Apricot Hill Raceway it is first. Okay, so this is take two on this race. In the first race, I had an MR2 Spider that came in and kicked my ass, so I've put some upgrades into the car. It now has a racing air filter, racing chip, and it also has stage 1 weight reduction. So, no real major modifications to the Peugeot. I've just sort of stuck a few bits in it to ensure it wins. And of course, when I do that, the field becomes heavily different. As you can see now, there's PT Cruiser, Yaris, 328 Ci. I usually read out the cars, but I forgot to do it, so... yeah, anyways, you would have saw them. There's nothing particularly majorly exciting in this race. So, of course, once I upgrade the car, yeah, every just uninteresting car just pops out. But yeah, when I was doing the previews to this race, it looked like there was nothing major in it. Then an MR2 Spider came in, and now that I've upgraded this car, apparently we're just going to shoot through all of the people, because apparently upgrading cars in this game is how you win everything. I mean, that's fairly obvious, but, yeah, I mean, I haven't exactly done much to this. We've now got, I think we've got 20 more horsepower and probably, like, 60 kilograms less weight, and this car already feels so much quicker, so much nicer. Peugeot's actually surprisingly decent enough car to drive. Let's dive. Tried to make a dive on the Yaris, didn't really work. Okay, so now we just got a dispatch A of an NA. It'll probably dissolve into rust or something, so that'll be fine. Again, don't want to knock the NAs, but I do because, you know, audience has connections to NAs, and, you know, I like to bully them about it. Anyways, apparently I'm going to try some brake checking. I can be quick through this section provided the AI lets me in front, and provided I don't cock up on my own issues there. The Yaris is in hot pursuit. The Yaris is surprisingly quick in this game. I don't know if there's just some random, you know, Toyota just paid them under the bench to make that car extremely quick. But yeah, the Yaris can be quick in this game. Anyways, have some third-person view, I guess, because I don't know. You wanted to see what the car looked like, I guess. I'm sure some people probably want me to be in third person a lot more than I usually am, but. I can't really drive in third person on Gran Turismo games. It just doesn't really work for me, so I do apologise. But there's not really much I can do about that other than getting good driving in third person. Also, everything just feels really slow in third person. Like, from this view it looks a lot quicker. I guess it's because you're like looking at the road and you can sort of see it going by quicker. Guess. I don't really know. Could be just camera positioning or something. Anyways, I love how I was mocking this NAMX5, saying it's probably not going to do much, but yeah, it's currently in the lead. Let's see if we can chase him down. luckily we're coming to... Apparently the brakes are so much better now that I've taken the weight out of it. I'm probably going to try and make a move on that final chicane. That's probably where I can do it best. Alternatively, I could get him into the second to last corner. Oh, sorry, the third to last corner. This corner here. Potentially. Okay, nope, he's braking a little bit too early for that. Can I get him through zigzag? That's the question. Yeah, I can. If I take it a little bit liberally, I can indeed bust a nut on the NA. Which I've just done. And now sprint to the finish line, and we shall win the race. So, yay. I like winning stuff, to be honest with you. It's a pretty darn good feeling. There we go, 145.852 as we cross the line. Yeah, pretty decent run. There's the times of the other cars. The 320 Ci, a car that I was actually genuinely kind of worried about previously. It's not doing very well. Also, we get $5 grand for that. Jesus. If we'd put some upgrades into the PT Cruiser, we'd probably be able to do that race as well, so that's interesting. Anyways, I will see you when we get to the second race. Second race heads to the Grand Valley Speedway for a very, very long race. Okay, welcome back to race 2. This is take 2 because the first race had an MRS in it, and apparently the MRS is my Achilles heel during these events. Anyways, we have an NAMX5, another 206 PT Cruiser, new Beetle, and the 328 Ci, so we should do a little bit better this time round. But yeah, that goddamn MRS is going to be the absolute death of me, I swear to Christ. I might just start leaving when that car shows up. It's kind of like, I think some of the races in like GT2 had various glitches in it where you basically had to constantly keep restarting them to get different cars to show up, but now we're just full of crap, so it's fine. I mean, the best car in this field is probably the MX-5, I guess, because the 328 Ci is apparently not particularly quick, as we punt the new Beetle up the arse, and I brake a bit too much for that corner, but oh well. I'm not particularly worried about the PT Cruiser. I guess you won't be able to tell that from a mile away. But yeah, the Beetle hasn't got that much power. I think he's running about 115 horsepower, which is really pathetic when you consider that car's equipped with a 2-litre engine. Not really. I think the 328 Ci is running like 150 though, and he's got like a 2.8. So, anyways, slam down those brakes as we try to get after this NAMX5 here. See what we can do to him. Hopefully get past him. Yeah, this shouldn't be too much of a... I just hate the fact that the race that I have that MRS show up on is Grand Valley Speedway, which, by the way, in case you're wondering, this takes about 5 minutes to do 2 laps of this track, because this track is way too long for these cars. That's why we're getting paid $5 grand to compete in these races, I swear. Anyways, MX-5 is about a second behind, so that's cool. Let us just try and push it a little bit through there. Lovely jubbly. Okay, we're about to come out onto the bridge. The bridge of doom. There we go. Yeah, I don't like the 206, I just went with it because it's the interesting choice here, I guess. Plus it kind of suits the other cars here. I mean, it was either this or like maybe the Yaris. I'm not using the NAMX5 because reasons. Mostly reasons of the fact that I'm probably going to have to use an NAMX5 for something at some point anyways. So, kind of wanted to avoid using that here. Other than that, yeah, just an interesting choice. And I was like, I'll make it so that the AI can actually, you know, we can actually get some good racing. Because the last few episodes I've just blown through the field, but apparently I can still blow through the field in the Peugeot unless a certain other car shows up, in which case I can't for some reason. The reason is treason. I don't know. Anyways, apparently the NAMX5 is quicker than us, even though, yeah. Okay, sure. I guess it's more aerodynamic. That's about the only thing, because this has got more power. Probably weighs about the same as that as well. Maybe that's a little bit lighter. I know NAs are pretty light. Then again, this is a front-wheel drive hatchback, so yeah. He is eyeing up my arse end, isn't he? Little NAMX5. You're not going to pass, though. There is no way on God's green earth you are getting past my 206. I'm going to make this the widest 206 in the world. Be lovely and light on the brakes again. Slide it around there. Of course, disadvantage is going in, we lose a bit of speed, but coming out we have a bit more speed, so that's nice. Nice little balance there, of course. That's what you've got to do. Do it with finesse. As it sort of glitches over them curbs. There we go. Nicely chuck it in. It's a nice chuckable car, this, certainly. It's a car you can certainly rag around and have some fun with. Yeah, surprisingly decent handling car is the 206. I need to think of a pun that involves, like, I don't know, decent Peugeot. Nah, that's terrible. I need like a word that's kind of like decent. I don't want to call it, like, the obvious one would be perfect Peugeot, but it's not perfect because it's a 206. Everyone knows the perfect Peugeot is like a fucking 205 GTI. I really like that car. Most people prefer the T16. I like the T16. I'd love to own a T16. Probably wouldn't like to drive one. But the GTI for me is just a little bit more cooler looking, I guess. I used to have a model of a... I need to find that model, actually, because it was a really fucking good model. I have, like, a Ruby 205 GTI model that I really, really liked. And that's sort of the reason I kind of like the colour, like... It's like a pink kind of ruby colour. I really like that colour. It's not... What am I on about? It's not ruby, it's like plum. It's not even plum. I don't know. It's like a pink-ish colour. I kind of like it though. Anyways, apparently the PT Cruiser might beat the BMW, so that's something weird. Anyways, another $5,000. And we won't watch that. And I'll join you for race 3. The third and final race heads to the Apricot Hill Raceway. This time though, it's going in reverse. Take 7. Race. Cars. Bollocks. Bullshit. There you go. Cars upgraded. Stage 2 NA thing. Sports tyres. Still can't win this fucking race apparently. Anyways. Simple solution to all of life's issues. I have one now. You'll find out what it is very, very shortly, I can assure you. Come down here. And Gran Turismo. I love you. There we go. Lovely. Anyways. Alright. So that's the first issue sorted with. Apparently the NA is the fastest thing on this track. I didn't really even look at the grid ordering. It's bollocks either way. Either way, fuck your shit. It wasn't even an NA that's been causing me issues in this race, but I'm still going to ram it off the road. Anyways, why don't you just put super softs on it? Because that would be cheating too much. Don't want to cheat too much now, do we? Also, yeah, I apologise for anyone who was expecting this to be a lovely normal episode of a GT3 Let's Play where we have a fun and laughs and we say stupid stuff and then we go home and whack off for tea and coffee. This thing has taken me almost a fucking hour, apparently. Like, this recording is going to be so much fun to edit. So, quite frankly, at this point, I don't care. Dodge Viper. The official car of... Wait, I want that in this race. I could use a Dodge Viper for this race. Anyways, I'm not going to because, again, I can't use it if I use a Dodge Viper because... Me and my stupid rules. Anyways, you're coming with me, Mr. Peugeot. Where's the corner? Where's the corner? Where's the corner? Lovely. There we go. Have fun over there. You absolute twat. Lovely jubbly. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that has sorted. Hopefully that has sorted my issues. Where we whack off tea and coffee. Okay, apparently this episode has had some pretty quotable moments, although you probably won't hear half of them because this is all getting cut out. Apart from this race, obviously, provided I win it, which I should win it. Because if I don't win it, then this Let's Play is over, and I'm just going to throw the PlayStation 2 out the fucking window. I'm going to play a better game, and it's called Gran Turismo 4. Because I'll go out and immediately buy another PlayStation at 11 o'clock at night. Because A. Wouldn't coffee burn your dick really badly? That's the fun of it. I love a bit of red raw shit. I'm not getting in that. Anyways. Toyo Tire. Apparently they have really terrible advertising. Just like, it's just there. V-Dub. Golf. Dodge Viper. Dodge. 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 Dodge car. Why can't there be a neon in this game? The neon would be better than the 206. So as we found out today, the Peugeot 206 car, which I don't particularly like, was what I was going to be using to, you know, make things interesting, have a bit of fun, use a car that no one really uses. And as it turns out, there's a reason no one uses it. It's because it's a pile of wank. Anyways, the weeaboo lost, so that kind of makes me happy. Anyways, 5,000 credits. Let's exit out of here and see what prize car we get. Watch it be completely not worth all of that effort that I just put in. It's a Del Sol. Actually, no, I guess I'm fine with that. Del Sol. I kind of like the Del Sol. What is it with this LP and Emile saying regrettable shit? Pretty much. Yeah. Anyways. Let's take a look at our prize car. It's a CRX with VTI. So actually got a surprising amount of power. 165 horsepower from what? Dual overhead cams, 1.6. That's a good amount of power. Better than this piece of crap. Look, 223 horsepower. What's this got in it? It's got a 2-litre engine and it produces stock 140 horsepower. It is useless. It's wank. Anyways, I'm actually kind of curious. 17.5% of the way through the game now, so that's cool. Anyways, friends, that is it for this episode of the Gran Turismo 3 Let's Play. What a chore it has been. Next time, we're going to be taking a look at the turbo race thing, and believe me, that one's going to end a lot better than this one did, so join me for that. Anyways, friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been the Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.